Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. So Sue's still been molting a little bit. I think he's coming out of it now. Tail feather's not looking as good as around his neck and stuff, but they have been doing pretty good. So brown turkey right there, female. There's the boy. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's the black female. All the chickens are doing well. So I came out, I filled the feeders, got my eggs, got home a little bit early today. The backup cable that I had for Sparky, this morning when I left, it's too dark for me to see real good, but it looked like it may have been hanging from the backup this morning. I'm like, there's no way he wore through that pulley and stuff in 1 week. No way. So I got home, took care of the chickens and all that, and he was hanging from his backup, from the one I showed y'all in the last video where I added a piece about a foot and a half long as a backup pulley. He was actually running off of it. And so I walked up there and I looked around on the ground for the pulley because it was completely gone from the main one. And it was on the ground, and I found the little pin that held it in. Now, the little key that keeps the pin from falling out, I did not find, but I have extra. So I just grabbed an extra one and put it back on. But guys, that's why I came up with that idea. So if there is a problem with the main pulley, the backup pulley will still keep him where he's supposed to be. So another update. This is the eggshell I showed y'all the other day. I forgot and left it laying out here, but I have not had another egg that way. So maybe it was cracked and one of them decided to get it or something. I don't know. So hopefully that problem, doesn't continue and all of that. But it's a beautiful day today. It's supposed to get colder. Tell him, Tom. Look how blue you are. Look how blue you are. What happened to being red? Huh? What happened to being red? Well, hey, girl. So you talking? You gonna give me something? But it's a beautiful day. I've got about an hour and 10 minutes before too dark to shoot. So I thought about going out there. Look how red he's turning now. Look, well, blue as he was a minute ago. Now he's a little pink. He's not bright red yet. But look at him turning blue. I don't know why he turned blue or white or whatever, but he turns bloodshot red when he wants to. I think I hear an airplane or something running off in the distance. But anyway, I thought about going to get in the stand. I've got, a full hour and 10 minutes before too dark to shoot. But I needed to get this video done for you guys. Give you an update on the egg eater and Sparky's backup cable working like it was supposed to. But we're supposed to have a cold night tomorrow night, I think. It's either tonight or tomorrow night. I haven't looked. But I think tomorrow night it's supposed to get pretty cold. And I didn't see any deer moving on my way home, so didn't motivate me to go get in the stand. But as you can tell, the feeders are full. Eating out the top of it. I freshened their water up. So the chickens are fine. They're doing well. The Rhode Island Reds, I got 7 eggs from them today. There's only 9 hens, with the barnyard mix. And I got 1 from the Wyandottes and the Blue Orpingtons, which is about normal this time of year for whatever reason. So some input from y'all. Would y'all, if they were yours, would you go ahead and get them processed and put in the freezer? Or would you continue feeding them until spring and see if they go back to laying? Because these chickens are just barely a year and 3 months, a year and a half old, somewhere around there, 15 to 18 months old. So they should, lay productively up until about 2.5, 3 years. And they've all stopped prematurely. And like I say, I don't know if that's because of the weather change and these are hotter weather chickens, that lay better in the heat or what. But my feed bill's not getting any cheaper. Feeding these chickens and they're not producing eggs, it doesn't help me sell them. It doesn't help me make my money back. So what would you do? Would you process them and, add to the flock come springtime? Or would you keep feeding them and see if they'll go back to laying come spring? I have not made my mind up either way. I'm asking y'all. So if you leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I haven't had blue Orpingtons and Wyandottes long enough to know, but that's a lot. I think there's 6 blue Orpingtons and 7 Wyandottes. So there's 13 hens over here plus 3 turkeys and a rooster. And they're eating a lot of feed. They're going through about 10 pounds of feed a day. Of course, the way I feed them, they got access to feed all the time. And there's not a lot of insects out here for them to eat. There's not a lot to forage as far as grass. You see it's about gone. So I thought about locking them in their pen. They're eating the feed anyway, and give this grass a chance. But as long as we got freezing temps coming, it's not going to come back. But I think most of it will come back come spring and summer. The Rhode Island Reds, you see the back half of the fruit orchard here where they scratch. It's still got a little bit of green in it, not much. But I think this stuff will come back too. But I'm not going to process the Rhode Island Reds. They're laying too good. And they are less than a year old or about a year. So I just don't know. But I would appreciate some of y'all leaving your comments and let me know what you would do. Would you go ahead and set up the processing date and put them in the freezer? Or would you continue feeding them and see if they get back to laying like they're supposed to come spring and summer? So leave me your comments, let me know. I appreciate you guys watching the videos and hitting the thumbs up and subscribing. If you have not subscribed, it really means a lot to small channels. Check out some of these other small channels that I follow or I subscribe to. There's a lot of great content out there, homesteading and that type of content. I follow a bunch of small channels because, hey, they're the ones that need the help. I was listening to one of the channels the other day, and they were talking about Longhorn Lester, which I don't subscribe to him. I do go watch his videos every now and then, but I don't subscribe. He hit 100,000 subscribers, and they say less than 1% of all the YouTube content creators out there get 100,000 or more subscribers. So, that's a phenomenal thing for him to do, or to get there, for, people like us to get him there. And, I don't have dreams that big, but, 40, 50,000 would be nice. That's kind of my goal. Is I've been always telling myself 50,000 would be nice, and shoot, I ain't even got 1% of that. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. It really means a lot to me and all these other small channels. Thank y'all very much. Remember what I always tell you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared. Look how red he is now. Now, he's still not as dark red as he can get, but he was pretty much white earlier with blue head. And y'all be good.